Hi everyone, this is Tyler with Aiden Win and Canada Foreclosure List, and we have a training for you today. Basically, it's about BirdDog, and what we want to do is come up with a simple, quick way that anyone can make 1 to 5,000. Basically, in the next 30 days, Thane has put a bunch of stuff together that he's going to show you, and basically give you all the tools to get started. So, without further ado, Thane, you there?
I'm here, Tyler. Hello, everyone.
Perfect. Well, if you want to get running, let's get this going.
Alrighty, let's off to the races. Tyler said, how do we make his group some money? How do we make some money quickly? And the best way to do that in real estate is what's called being a bird dog, or as we like to call it, a real estate scout. So you're basically going out there finding some deals, finding some investors, matching people up, and getting paid. So it's a pretty cool way to do it. And part of this is brought by the Real Estate JV Club, which is part of your membership in Foreclosures Club. So just ask Tyler for some more information on how that works. So let's get off to the races. So session number one, and the first part, we're going to be going into defining everything, definitions. We're going to see how to analyze some deals. So you've got to be able to recognize what a good deal is, because we're going to be presenting to investors. You got to be knowing what they're looking for. We're going to be teaching you how to find some of these cool deals and make a lot of money, and how to do things online and offline as well. So first, a quick definition of what an actual real estate deal is. So if you ask as a realtor or a real estate lawyer, they'll say real estate deal is any real estate transaction that includes a vendor, someone selling real estate, and a purchaser, a buyer of real estate. So both parties negotiate and agree to set terms and price. And there's often a lot of different ways other than just a purchase and sale contract. The main one is what's called a P&S, purchase and sale contract. I agree to sell something, someone else agrees to buy something. We put together a purchase and sale contract. It takes place, and the deal takes place. There's also other creative ways to do a real estate deal. You can do what's called a title transfer, which the title just transfers to the buyer, and then they refinance out. You do a promissory note, so I agree to pay you over time, and then at the end of it, you get the real estate title transfer to you. So that's how you can do a very long real estate close. You can incorporate your real estate in part of a company, and you can just buy that company. It's actually a nice way to avoid quite a bit of taxes. And then there's also subject to agreements. So you agree to take over the mortgage payments of someone else, and you get access and control over that property. So usually it's no money down. So these are some definitions of pretty cool real estate deals. So our definition of a real estate deal, a little bit more taking that and as the foundation and adding a little bit more creativity, is either party who can add value to a property in order to create greater profit for others and yourself. So as long as you can turn any sort of deal, you can add value to it, you can create what we call a real estate deal. That's basically deals that put money in your pocket. So those are the best types of deals. And the definition of a bird dog real estate deal, and real estate bird dogging or real estate scout refers to an individual who seeks out qualified investors to purchase properties and sends out real estate deal packages from other JV club members or Foreclosures Club members to their investor list. So I'm going to let you know how that works. But basically, you find a good deal, you find some investors, you match the two up, and as a little angel comes down from heaven and gives you a bag of money. So it's pretty cool. Definition of a bird dog real estate deal continued. The term itself derives from an actual hunting bird dog that helps you go out and hunt birds. Bird is typically appointed like a golden retriever or a bloodhound. They point out where the birds are, and then you go shoot them. So it's very similar to it's very interesting definition of what a bird dog is. It's used mostly in the States because they have a lot more hunters and our hunting culture than we have up here in Canada. So that's why we've liked to term it as real estate scout rather than just a bird dog. Here's how it works specifically. So Matt is a bird dog. He locates a piece of property that follows the real estate JV Club criteria. I'll go into that shortly. He's created a list of real estate purchasers. Either they're qualified for the mortgages or they have money, and then we go into what the Team 100 is, and I'll be going over that shortly. Definition continued. Typically, Matt just needs to forward the deal. So he's got a cool deal. He's got some investors on his list that he's built relationships with. So he forwards off the deal just by email. And if any one of his investors is interested, they say, yeah, I'd like more information. And then so Matt sets them up with the for sale by owner who's selling that deal, and Matt gets his $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 commission, our fee, marketing fee actually. So legally, it's going to be a marketing fee. Only real estate agents are allowed to get commission, so you'd be able to get a marketing fee for that. So sit back, do your best, and help the deal to close, and you get paid afterwards. So usually within 20 to 30 days. So just one example of the ways to make money birddogging. Birddogging is a great way to make profit in the housing market without investing a lot of money. Birddoggers are not required to have good credit or financing capabilities. You can say, how do I do this with no money? Well, you don't need any money to introduce two people together, or you don't need any money to find a cool deal. So you don't need any good credit. You don't need credit. It doesn't matter what your credit is. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. In fact, more than anything, being a bird dog simply requires time and attention to detail. Therefore, there is very little risk involved. So why invest? We always like to go over this in all of our presentations. Why are we investing in real estate in the first place? So basically, you don't want to be leveraging 100% of your money in the stock market. You want to be putting a little bit of diversification in your portfolio. If you don't have real estate, you want to add some more. If you have lots of real estate, you want to add lots more. And different types of real estate. So commercial, residential, apartment buildings, shopping malls, every sort of cash flow in real estate, always cash flow. You want to be adding that into your portfolio. So leverage, you're able to put down 10% and buy a property. You're able to put down 5% and buy a property. You're able to put down 20% and buy an investment property. Whereas if you go to the bank and say, I want to borrow 10% or 20%, and then you give me 80% to buy your bank stocks, they're going to laugh at you funny. Right? They're going to look at you funny. So real estate has the ultimate leverage where you can profit massively on the upside. You can use either, as I just mentioned, other people's money. You could borrow the money for real estate. So you do line of credits and interest-only mortgages, and people give you money to purchase real estate. Over time, real estate goes up in value. It's usually in about a 3 to 5% per year is what we average. And across, I believe in Canada, the last 50 to 75 years, it's been about 7% on average across Canada. So real estate goes up in value on an average basis in an average city in an average part of the country. So preferred tax treatment, again, you can shelter a lot of your real estate income and capital gains. You get a preferred tax treatment. And long-term, over time, you get cash flow. So like buying gold doesn't really give you cash flow. It doesn't produce any rental income. So that's why real estate is one of the better investments out there. So step number 2, quick ways to analyze a deal. So step 1 is all your revenues. So add up all the rents that are coming in, the gross rents, minus usually if there is any vacancy, so gross rents, minus all your costs as well. So these are your heating, your lighting, your taxes, your strata fees, and everything else. So anything left over is your cash flow, which is either positive or negative. And then add in your appreciation. So add in whatever your appreciation is, 1%, 2%, 5%, 3%. Add in your mortgage principal pay down. So every single month you're paying down your mortgage. That's money going into your pocket. You're building equity every single month. And then add in your tax benefits as well. So if you're borrowing for investment purposes and you get a 30% tax credit, add that in as part of the benefits of owning the real estate. And then that totals up to your annual profit. So that's as long as you have money left over, it's a pretty good real estate deal. So where am I going to be finding deals? So quick overview on where to find deals. This is the exact same places you're going to be finding your investors. So you're going to be the next 2 sections are going to look very similar to each other. We're going to go quick over where to find deals, and then step 2 is where to find investors. And then what you do is you match the 2, and you make a lot of money. So online outbound marketing, online inbound marketing, offline outbound marketing, and offline inbound. So I'm just going to go over all the details, so no worries. So first step is where am I going to be finding deals online? So about 90% of the real estate, 95% of real estate takes place online. So you're going to have to get good at going to websites and communicating with people by email and finding their phone numbers and then phoning them afterwards. So it's good. Get good online. You can do this business virtually 100% online if you want to. So first step, MLS.ca. This is the multiple listing service, the main multiple listing service in Canada. So again, all the real estate that's listed by agents is going to be listed on the MLS system. So you can actually find deals on MLS if you know what you're looking for. Craigslist.org, so whichever your Craigslist city is, whether it's Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, whatever your city is, will have a Craigslist listing. And there's often a lot of for sale by owner, pretty cool deals that are posted on Craigslist. So just do a search for sale by owner, must sell, investors wanted, creative deals like that. Real Estate JV Club, just you'll get a member, you get a as part of your Foreclosures Club website, you get a membership to the Real Estate JV Club, so there'll be deals posted there for you as well. Other real estate clubs, we always suggest joining them all if you can. There's lots of deals taking place on all of the real estate club websites. So RAIN, Real Estate Talks is Aussie Jerks Club in Vancouver. Krieg is out of Toronto, and Canada Week is out of Calgary. So all of those, just do a Google search for those websites. You'll find them. They have forums where people post deals, and then other websites as well. LinkedIn is very popular with real estate investors. Facebook, you can log in and network with other Facebook members that are interested in real estate. And it's just say, hey, your magic words as a real estate investor are, do you know of any good deals? Do you have any good deals? And you just keep asking people that, and you'll be getting people giving you deals over time. So where to find deals online? Online inbound marketing. So there's squeeze landing pages, building a core website. So the difference between a squeeze page or a landing page is a very simple, clean website that gets people to give you their email address if they're interested in more information. So probably if you're getting to this call, you've gone through a couple of these squeeze pages. They're very, very good. You just say, hey, I'm looking for deals. If you have deals, make your deals on my squeeze page, and I'll call you back. And so it's a very popular way of doing it. Your core website is your main 5 to 10, 15-page website that describes everything that you do. And that's where you build some credibility. But you want all your traffic going through squeeze pages first to get the contact info. So you want to be getting traffic using paid per click and organic search engine marketing. So again, this is a lot very complicated stuff as you go in. As you build your business and make this a real business, over time you'll be wanting to add all these tools afterwards. So it's just a way to go after time. Let's just come back quickly. All right, perfect. So here's some examples of squeeze pages. So need to sell your home fast for any reason. Nice little picture here, some bullet points, benefits, and then your name and email address, and then type of real estate that you're interested in. So this is where you build your buyers, you build your sellers, type of real estate you want to sell. And then 60-minute sales. Do you own a real estate property free and clear? Need to sell, we buy houses cash. So cool little YouTube video, very simple, very clean. Just explains the benefits of your benefits of them selling to you. There's some free information here, and these get between 13 and 17% signups, even up to 30% signups if you go to the right traffic into these squeeze pages. So where to find deals offline? So this is offline outbound prospecting. So this is a little bit more interpersonal with people. So this is the other 10 or 15%. This is often where the best deals come from. Because over time you want to be working with a real estate agent, especially ones focused on investing that know what they're doing. Because they're going to be giving you, as soon as you let them know what type of deals you want, they're going to be feeding you those deals on the MLS. Networking, we've found a lot of deals through real estate investing clubs. So REAG, all the main ones, Real Estate JV Club that we host, and then Krieg as well. Whatever city you're in, go to meetup.com and join all the networking real estate groups that are there. And just go out and meet everyone and start talking to people. Your magic words are, hey, do you have any good deals? Or, yeah. And then if they have good deals, you've got investors for us. There you go. Forum takes place in talking to people. Usually communicate by phone and meeting with them one-on-one, and focuses on building relationships with all these people. And then we go into the Team 100. So let me just exit out of this for a second and give you an example of what the Team 100 is and what that means. So you want to be going over your Foreclosures Club main website. It's going to give you a link into the Real Estate Scout training, Real Estate BirdDog training. So this is where everything's all laid out for the training today. And then, so the right middle part of the page here is the Team 100 program. So I'm just going to click that up and open that up. And it's just going to load for a second here. And so here we go. It's a nice little special report. Basically eight pages, the T100 referral program. So written by me and my business partner. This explains what referrals are. Here's a nice little letter you send out to people you know. And what you do, and with more explanation of how to use it and stuff. But who do you know? So you want to be going through your list of people that you actually know and interact with in every part of your daily life. And it says the average person knows about 250 people in their daily life they interact with. So what you're going through is just, as you're interacting with these people, say, hey, are you interested in real estate? I belong to a real estate foreclosures club that has some pretty cool real estate deals. And we're always interested in people to joint venture with and partner with. Would you be interested if I got you some pretty cool real estate deals? Take a look at them. And if they say yes, what you do is you write down their name, first name, last name, what their phone number is, and most importantly, what their email address is. So you go through your acupuncturist, you go through your accountant, you go through your auto mechanic, you go through your banking loan officer, your business coach, your strategist, your counselor, your carpet cleaner, chiropractors. All these people either know people and have big lists, or they are able to qualify for real estate themselves. They'd be interested in taking on real estate deals. So all you need is one or two or a couple of these people each month purchasing some real estate, purchasing some cool real estate deals that you're earning the BirdDog fee on. And so I'm going to actually give you some active deals where you can make between $1,500 and $2,000. And so that is the T100 program. So it's going to be Tyler's going to be providing you that link on how to get there. And what you do is just go through this list every single week, add more people, add more names, just find out who you know that does all these business categories, and see stockbrokers, advisors, coach, travel agents. These people know people with money, venture capitalists, virtual assistants. They all know people. So here we go back to the presentation. All right, perfect. That's the T100 program. So if all you do is follow up and initiate relationship with say 50 people, and one person buys a deal per month, and that's common, you can make a very tidy living. You can make a $4,000 referral fee every single month, or you do 2 or 3 deals per month, and you can do this as a full-time business. Quite easy. That's what we do for a living. So offline inbound marketing. So this is a little bit more expensive, where you advertise for deals offline and use marketing tools. So again, your business is kicking along, you're making income every month, and you want to take it to the next level, and you want to add 5 times or 8 times more results from your marketing. So you want to be going offline. So you want to be using postcards, flyers, bandit signs, doing seminars, doing trade shows, newspaper classifieds. And you don't have to focus on this if it's not your expertise. But as time goes on, you want to build your business. You want to be touching on these tools. So you communicate by phone, email, web forms, and making sure you're providing valuable, unique content and information. So here's some samples. We buy houses. We take over payments. We buy houses fast. You've seen these around town. They're called bandit signs. You put them up on a Friday evening. You take them down on a Sunday evening. And then you won't get fined by the local the local sign enforcement officers, because if you leave them up over the week, they consider it littering. Yeah, that's why when you drive around town, you see real estate open house signs. They only go up on the weekend, and then they come down. So that's the reason they're allowed to put the signs up. So here's some newspaper ads on the left here, how to sell your house in any condition for top dollar fast, and then information, and then quick latest response by phone number, customized phone number, and customized email page. And then here's a postcard. In Canada, we can send out unaddressed ad mail for 15 cents, which is amazing deal. They do not have in the U.S. States. It's a really cool tool that we have that they don't have down there. So homeowners need to sell. I want to buy your home now. I want to buy your house cash. Here's some sample classified advertisements. So cash for your home, behind mortgage payments, but you downsize, love your home, but love cash more. Get your cash, get rid of your headache. You have a home, we have the cash. How about we trade? Just post these on Craigslist, post these on Kijiji, and see what happens. You're going to get people that are interested and motivated to sell their home, and as soon as you have a good deal, match it up with your investors or our investors, and you get a BirdDog fee. Instant cash, $10K instant loan, hard cash, $10K, $10,000 instant loan. Let me help you move forward. Behind in your mortgage payments, tax on at your door, cash, bad credit, unemployed, no problem. Avoid being kicked out. We support foreclosure people. So avoid eviction, avoid becoming homeless, risk ruining your credit, need to get that way out fast, avoid drama and trial, about to lose your home, have no place to go. This again, post these on Craigslist, post these on Kijiji, post these on Vancouver Sun, and the Vancouver Province or Calgary Sun, wherever, Toronto Star. Post these and watch what happens. Your phone's going to be ringing off the hook, and people are looking to look to you to help them solve their problem. Avoid eviction, risk ruining your credit, risk ruining your credit, get away out fast, avoid trauma. Again, these are all included. Just take a look at this. Take a look at all of these and go through them and see which ones you can use. Buy my house 10% below market value, get rid of your home. This is where if you have deals and your bank's sending you nasty letters and get rid of your home before it gets rid of you and select the appraiser, it's the way to find these great deals that are out there. Money, session number 2, part 2 is money, money, money. How do we make money at this? So we've got some pretty cool deals. How do we get investors? So the why, you're going to ask why. I want to do deals by myself. I want to qualify myself 100%, and that's great. And what you'll find is you'll be able to do 2, 3, depending on your income. You may be able to do up to about 4 deals by yourself. But then what's going to happen is even if you have a great relationship with the bank, you're going to go to the bank on your 5th deal, and you're saying, this is an amazing deal. It's virtually no money down. It spits out $500 a month cash flow. The bank's going to say, no thanks. You're too much of a risk for us right now. There's too much of your portfolio is leveraged out. Too much of your net worth is leveraged out into real estate. And even if you have the best relationship with the bank, even if you have a bank president, personally by name, you're not going to be able to get that 5th mortgage. So what you're going to have to do is find more working with a very creative mortgage broker in order to find access to other suppliers, other lenders to do those deals. And maybe you can do your 5th, 6th, 7th deal that way. But even then, you're going to tap out with your income and your debt ratio. So you're going to say, how do I keep going? Because we belong to some real estate groups where people go up on stage every month and they get awards for owning or buying their 50th property, like buying their 25th property, their 20th, their 17th, even their 100th property. And figure out how is it that they're doing this? How come I'm stopped at 5 or 6 and they're able to buy 20 or 50 properties? The reason they do it is because they do joint ventures. They find someone with credit to qualify for a mortgage, and they provide the down payments, or they just provide the deal, and they stay in the deal afterwards as partnership, and then they both purchase the property. So what ends up happening is instead they don't really own 50 properties, but they own and control 50 properties, and an investor partner owns 50% of it with them. So owning half of 50 is like owning 100% of 25. So would you rather own half of 50, or would you rather own 100% of 7 and be tapped out, or own 100% of 2 or 3 and be tapped out and not be able to buy anymore? So that's why you need investors to joint venture with you. And that's what we specialize in. We provide investors, and we seek out investors to joint venture with us, and that's how we make our BirdDog feed. So definition of a buyer/investor. Qualified list of retail buyers, investors, and joint venture partners who have credit and or money to help you fund the deals. You present to them at a profit, preferably with no money down. So you often see these signs join our investor list, join our buyers list. So an overview on how to do it. So online outbound marketing, again, this is very similar. The exact same tools you use to find deals, you use to find investors. Exact same tools. So again, go on to Craigslist and prospect to Craigslist people that are there. Onto Craigslist, there's a bunch of people listing as landlords. And what you do is send them a quick email saying, hey, I've got a really cool investment property. If you're interested, take a look at it. Email you back. So what you do is you're able to send out 20 of these emails out every single month. And what you'll do is you get 1 or 2 people who are interested. Landlords, by nature, already know how real estate investing works. They already have properties. They're more likely to buy a second property and a 3rd property, a 4th property, versus someone who's new to this may not know what you're talking about. So you can go to your rich uncle, but if he made all his money in the stock market, you may be a little leery of investing in real estate, versus if you go to a landlord, you may not know them on Craigslist, but you know that if you present them a great deal, they'll at least know what you're talking about. So Real Estate JV Club, Foreclosures Club as well, other real estate club websites, Brain, Reag, etc. Other LinkedIn again. So it's very similar to where you find deals. Your investors are going to be the exact same place, looking for deals. So Squeeze landing pages, core websites, build traffic with it, and usually inbound because they email you. So online is going to be very important to get good at online marketing over time as years go by. So looking for your next rehab project, get insider access to hot rehabs. Remember when we talked about fix and flips? This is a website that gets you investors that are interested in funding your fix and flips. So remember I went through the fact that a fix and flip costs you $50,000 or $75,000 to do, even though you make $200,000 in profit or $150,000 in profit. It's going to end up costing you $50,000 in repair costs. Well, these are investors that are looking. You advertise with this website, you'll find investors that have that $50,000 in equity and line of credit that they can use to borrow with you and partner with you on that deal, and you can make those deals happen. So discover the hottest bargain homes before they hit the open market. Free reports. This is a nice little cool video. So some pretty cool stuff there. And then private lending. If you want to, there's lots of people out there with $1 million equity in their house, and they're right now getting very little return on that equity. It's tied up in their house. They would be very interested in earning a 10 or 12% return. And what are those 10 to 12%? How can you offer that? Well, we're real estate investors. I'm going to show you some deals that pay out at 18%, 38%, 50%, 400%. And literally, I'm going to show you deals like that. And what you can do is you can take their money, pay them 10 to 12%, and keep the remainder. So if you're earning 38%, you're paying someone to borrow money in order to make that deal happen as a private lender. You're paying them 10%. You're still earning 28%, keeping that in your pocket. Paying them 10%, they're overjoyed. Right now, the equity's tied up in their property. They own a $1 million property, but they don't have any profit from it. So what they do is they take out a line of credit. So you guys do a deal together. You take 38%. You pay them this 10%, you keep 28% afterwards. So this is just a website tool, a landing page in order to get good investors, private lending. So how to build your list offline. So this is meeting with people one-on-one, again, communicating by phone and in-person meetings. So you want to be working with mortgage brokers. They know lots of people on their list that do investments. Financial planners, again, talk to people who are wealthy and want to participate in good deals. And networking, join real estate investing clubs. Again, as your business grows and grows, you want to be getting more and more investors. You want to be using offline tools as well. So sending out postcards, sending out flyers, sending out bandit signs, advertising, seminars, trade shows, newspaper classifieds, joint ventures, and sponsorships of events. So as your business grows, you want to be bringing in more tools. So here's some cool little sample bandit signs and just basic headlines that you can use to find investors. So new home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. $499 a month is what that means. So we finance. So you get buyers coming. You have a good deal, and you have to sell it pretty quickly and get a rent-to-own buyer. You put the sign up, and your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. So owner finance homes, no credit, 3% down. That's a very good way to get rent-to-own buyers. And I like to tell the story of one of my first people I've been working with. With Foreclosures Club, we found a rent-to-own buyer, a tenant buyer. She came in with $25,000 down. We did a very close to no money down deal, and we walked away with $17,000 cash within like 25 days of me working with them. And he was a Foreclosures Club member. So it's rent to own is a very good way to do this business as well. So investor buyers, wholesale properties for sale, first come first serve, as much as 54% off market value. Just put the sign up in Craigslist and watch what happens. You're going to be building your investor list. So interest-free down payment, this is for defining buyers. So do you have a steady job and good income? Would you like to buy a home? Would you rather own your home than rent? Owning is better than renting. So find rent-to-own buyers. The more rent-to-own buyers you have, the more deals you can do because they'll help you fund everything. Investors wanted. These are key. Investors wanted local property wholesalers from homes use discounts. Investors and cost 14%. Investors wanted no money. This is the one I use. Investors wanted no money down. Investment condos, Western Canada property wholesaling, so investment condos in Alberta for no money down. There's a website, apply for your name, email, get the list. We get lots of people every single month. Go to our website and sign it up. Earn 18.75% cash-on-cash return. What is the investor will pay you 10% down payment for you. Or about $250 per month positive cash flow, 15% returns. This is all returns that are possible in real estate. This is what happens in this business. So step number 3 is you've found the deals. You know what a deal is. You found your investors. Step 3 is how to manage and set up your database. You want to make sure you're running everything smoothly. When you're getting leads and prospects and people want to do business with you, you want to make sure you're organized and contacting them on a regular basis. So you want to use Excel, and Google Docs gives you a free version of Excel. So just go into Google and do a search for, or go into Google Docs, Google Documents, online documents. You get a free version of Excel there if you don't want to pay for Microsoft Office. Or you can use OpenOffice and you get a free version of Excel there as well. So Microsoft Outlook is a very good tool. And then as you build more business more and more, you get more focused on real estate, you can get a copy of Top Producer, which is what real estate agents use. And then you can also use Act and Maximizer and Salesforce. And RealFlow is a real estate focused CRM system. But RealFlow costs about $300 a month, US dollars. So how to add value so people stay on your database. So step 4, you've got the deals, you've got the investors, you've built your database. So step 4 is how to make sure they stay on your database. So the longer they stay on your database, the more likely they are to purchase the property. So you want to do blogs and, again, online marketing and newsletters, giving great content similar to what we're providing. Educational articles on how to do things and educational seminars. Exactly as I said. Workshops, invite them out. Play Cash Flow 101. So if your investors, the more they play cash flow, the Robert Kiyosaki Rich Dad Poor Dad theme, the more they play that. Just go into your local meetup group, or just go into meetup.com, see your local groups, do a search for Cash Flow 101, Rich Dad, and see what comes up. People that are playing, there's bound to be lots of people that are playing the game locally. And the more you bring out your investors and educate them on how to buy deals with cash flow, the more the deals they will do with you over time. So playing cash flow is a great little tool. Create and present good deals. So at the end of the day, that's the number one way to add more value to people's lives is give them pretty good deals to take a look at. So session number 3. Now what do we do? Now we've done all this work. Now what do I do next? So setting standards for your investor, the survey. So you want to be surveying them a little bit, and then a deal criteria. Looking at a one-pager analysis of the area, analysis of the deal, economy of the area, and the area package as well. So I'm going to exit out a little bit. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, and then we're going to come back to this. So let me just exit this out briefly. So this is the Real Estate JV Club again. And as you go onto your website, Tyler will give you a link again. There's a quick survey here. So what you want to do, you've got these people onto your list of investors. You've done those ads, and you got 5, 10, 15, 20 people. You've done your team 100. So this is like a very nice little quick survey. Give them, just hand them out, have them email it back, or email them out, have them email it back to you. You can do like an online website, online page through Google Docs. Get them to log in, or SurveyMonkey. There's a lot of tools that you can use. And just or in person, say, you're going to your accountant, okay, can I ask you some questions about the type of real estate you're interested in, you and your clients are interested in? And you just ask them, when you think about buying, pre-development, rent and hold, fix and flip, fixed returns, what's the most you pay for a deal of a lifetime, and purchasing real estate, what's most important to you? So survey is good to know of your deals. And then we're going to go over briefly on these are some of the past deals that we've done. Just give you some idea of what types of deals you should be presenting to your buyers. These are all deals that have take place in the past, but you want to be taking a look at just some examples of what deals are out there. So just go on this page, Real Estate Foreclosures Club, JV Club, information package. So let's put up a little bit here, bigger. Funding requirement 0. So this is an actual no money down deal that we did recently. So a little bit of information here. Location analysis, where is the property located? What area is BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario? Population, good parts, benefits. Vernon is top 10 biggest investment town according to RAIN. So that was a deal we did in Vernon, an apartment building. And individual condos. We sold out 14 individual condos with joint venture partners. So value comparables, area comparables as well, appraisal. Interior, exterior pictures. And then projected returns. So this is if you do a joint venture. Your total cash investment was 0. On this deal, we would put in the $29,000. We've got both qualified for mortgage, and we both own 50%. So at a 3% very conservative appreciation rate, after a couple of years, you're going to have $162,000 sales price. Going to pay out the mortgage of $105,000 after 5 years, and accumulated cash flow every single month is going to make an extra $6,000. So over 5 years, going to make about $63,000 in profit at a very conservative rate. So we'd each split that 50-50. So on this deal, the investor came in with zero money down. We paid all the down payments, but yet we were both split $31,000 after 5 years. What's your return on that? It's actually infinite. So that's a pretty cool no money down deal. This is analysis of people living in the units, and then living in the bottom floor of the unit, and then projected future values if it goes up by 10% a year, 5% a year, 6% a year. So you want to be planning out for that. 5% deposit through, if you're to pay the down payment, or the investor was the second buyer, the end buyer was put down 7%. So you can go through this package. Just get an idea of what how that deal works. It was pretty cool deal. Let's go back here. So deal 4. This was for a little bit of money down on this one. This one was $38,000 down. So this one was the person provided the down payment of $38,000, or they qualified for the mortgage of $152,000. So this was a pure BirdDog deal. Someone made, actually one of our members of Foreclosures Club, he made, I believe he made $3,000 times 3, so $9,000 on this deal within a month. So it's a pretty cool property. He's tied it up, found 2 buyers, and off he went. He made a BirdDog commission. So 20% down on this one. Both investors would own 50%. Annual return, or 5-year return, is 104%. And annual cash on cash return is basically 21%. So it's a pretty cool deal. Nice little cash flowing deal. Spits out cash every single month. So the mortgage partner put in $3,000 for the legal costs, and his return on this $3,000 investment, but qualifying for the mortgage, was 195% or 196%. So that's pretty cool. That's all you do is qualify for a mortgage. A lot of people don't know how many mortgages they can qualify for. You're making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, you can qualify for about 3 or 4 mortgages. So you just got to find those no money down type of deals. Again, puts out $274 a month in total equity growth. Rent to own, if you find a rent to own buyer on that property, it's out $400, almost $500 a month in positive cash flow for a condo. And here's one rent to own model as well. And you can take a look at that deal. And the other one is Prince George. Again, you'll notice it all sort of follows the same sort of format. Purchase of a duplex, explanation of the area, executive summary, location analysis of Prince George, which is actually a pretty good investment town. A lot of details, comparables. Projected returns, 18% or 92%. Pretty good returns, 14%. This is actually a lot higher. The numbers are off there. Rental only numbers. If you're just renting it out, this duplex, it's $973 a month cash or equity built in your pocket. $573 worth of cash flow every single month. If you do rent to own, on that, your cash flow equity goes up to $1,400, and your projected monthly cash flow on a rent-to-own basis, $1,000 in your pocket. So pretty cool deal. I like that one. Duplexes are great investments. And then we're going to go over these 2 deals are deals in Camrose. So let me go over those pretty cool deals. And this is actually how you can make money as well. Because we have an active deal right now, or if you can help us find an investor purchaser for it who qualifies for a mortgage, you get between a $1,500 and $2,000 BirdDog fee, and paid at close. So this is an actual deal we have actively right now. It's part of the Foreclosures Club. So just go to www.foreclosuresclubdeals.com, foreclosuresclubdeals.com, and it's part of working with Aiden and Tyler on this one. And just go in, log in, get some more details on it. And if you find someone, so say you have a brother that is a police officer making $65,000 a year, and he can qualify for this mortgage easy, and he's interested in investing in real estate, and you just introduce him to us, and we do he qualifies for the mortgage, we pay the down payment on his no money down deal, and we both profit from it. You get a $2,000, $1,500 BirdDog fee. So they just go to the website, sign up, get some more information. No money down deal. It's in Alberta. The person puts down $2,500. They get $3,000 back at closing. And excuse me, off we go. So I'm just going to sign in quickly here. Put in your actual phone number so we can contact you if you are interested. There's the website or my email address. So just log in. And it goes to the second page. This is where all the details of the deal is. So nice, cool little video that you can watch on YouTube. And there is a very basic 2-page information package. Log in here or download here. Everything is PDF. So as you can see, a 400% return. Pretty cool return. Again, this is an active deal. We have 1 or 2 of these left. So just if you know someone that's interested, wants to do a no money down deal, your commissions between $1,500, again, $1,500, $2,000. They put down $2,500, you get $3,000 back at close. That's why upon close you'll receive a 20% return. So $500 profit at close in your pocket, and between over the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to be getting between $5,000 or actually $6,000 and $12,000. So it's a pretty good return. You're going to be buying it for $155, selling it for $165 to a rent-to-own buyer, and splitting the profits. And that's the deal. It's actually pretty simple. It puts out cash every single month, and there's rental pool, and there's also an option if interest rates go up and if property goes vacant. We pay on our side. We pay all those costs. So it's 100% secure opportunity. We take care of all the risks on that. That's just a 2-page format on that. And then there's also, as I showed you those full information packages before, we have a package for the 1-bedroom, package for the 2-bedroom. You just go into foreclosuresclubdeals.com. You can find the information package on the 1-bedroom. So it's in Camrose, which is in Alberta. So it's a nice, right, Alberta, it's actually what's called the Edmonton catchment area. It's about 45-minute drive from Edmonton. So it's a good, easy commute to Edmonton. Not quite a suburb, but just on the outskirts of Edmonton. It's a really nice, beautiful area. Here's the information on comparables, exterior pictures. So nicely, everything's been renovated, and the renters are going to be in there for a long time, and it's going to spit out 12% cash flow if you want to order it 100% by yourself. And if you want to do a joint, again, preference is to do a joint venture. Put $0 down. You actually make $500. We provide the $35,000 down payment. So the investor owns 50%, we own 50%. Sell it for a couple of years to rent-to-own buyer. And again, if you're putting down $500, your cash-on-cash return is 395, close to 400%, and your annual return is 79, 80%. And this is the renting it only model, $400 a month in equity, $60 in cash flow. A rent-to-own model is going to go up to $700 and up to $394. Why is that? Because the rent-to-own tenant buyer always pays for most of the expenses. So, and they pay all the property management as well. So your profit goes up quite substantially. What happens if it goes up by 10%, 20%? A little bit more detailed strategies. So we have both a 1-bedroom option, and then here's the 2-bedroom option. 2-bedroom is a little bit more higher strata fees and higher rent as well. So it's kind of both are good. Both are great deals. 1-bedroom's fine; it's a little bit lower price, and 2 bedrooms are great. A little bit more rent, but the strata fees are a little bit higher. So it actually works out very similar to each other. So owning it by yourself is 12% return, 60% over 5 years. Owning it as a joint venture with us is 90% return, or 88%, 88.8, 89%, 400% return over time. So again, you're putting $0 down. We pay the entire down payment of $38,000 to $40,000. We sell it for a profit of $60,000 in 5 years through the rent-to-own tenant buyer program. We both split the $22,000 profit. If you put in zero, you make $22,000 in a couple of years. That's a pretty good deal. So let me go back. And that's how we set standards for our investor. You survey them and then present them deals. So criteria, terms, and network. The most important part as a real estate investor is setting your criteria of how to invest and locate potential investors you want to work with. People who are easy to do business with, people that are somewhat educated on the benefits of real estate, the terms that you use to determine what a real deal is to present to them, and your network. So you're always building your network out to support all your deals. Your real estate agent, your mortgage broker, your real estate lawyer, your mentors you work with. Criteria, terms, network is the dynamic trio, as we call it. So how to communicate a deal, how to understand the deal is enough BirdDog. We'll make sure you're very good at marketing as time goes on. So pay attention to the trainings that we're going to be providing in the future on how to market and sell. Everything in this business is marketing and sales. If you want to build a business with returns $4,000, $8,000, $16,000 a month, you're going to have to get very good at marketing at the time, very good at communicating with people, helping them build relationships, solving the problem. Marketing tips: you want to create cost-effective messages if the deal is good. You want to get attention. You want to build educational. So everything about your relationships with people has to be about educating them, and that's the best way of, as we like to say, sales is nothing more than educating people. The more people you educate, the more people that take advantage of your opportunities and deals work with you. Ka-ching, how do we get paid? Session number 4, and we're almost wrapping everything up. So how do we get paid? We've done all this work. We've gotten cool deals. We've presented them to investors. We've built our database. Off we go. So make sure you join the JV Club and the Foreclosures Club as paid members. So again, as part of the Foreclosures Club, you get a full membership with the Joint Venture Club as well. So everything is provided as part of your Foreclosures Club membership. Sign an affiliate agreement so you make sure you can present the deals that we have. Start putting your investor presentation binder together and show people the examples of deals. Begin building your database and look for deals to present to your list. So one last thing to go over. As we go back to our main website here, these are cool deals, and you also want to be making sure you can take advantage of deals, and you want to be educating so that your investors, that they have all their paperwork ready to go. So when a good deal comes up, and often you've seen some of those deals, 400% returns. How long do you think those deals last out in the marketplace? Those deals get snapped up in minutes, because we have, I think, 80,000 people on our database for Foreclosures Club. So the good deal goes out to the database. Those deals go quickly. You want to make sure all your paperwork is together. So that's basically putting your financing binder together, putting your financial statement and your personal net worth statement. So let me just pop up the financing binder here. Again, it's going to be on your website there. This is just basically a step-by-step how you fill out your financing binder. So purchase a binder, who you are, a little bit of your resume there, your credit score, going on to this. Step 3 is your credit score, your financial statements. So put together your financial statements. Here's a sample of it, personal financial statement, net worth. So fill all this in, who you are, what your employment is, what your income is, what are your assets, what are your vehicles, real estate that you own, bank loans that you have, mortgages outstanding, anything cash, stocks, life insurance, everything else you have of value, all added up, your personal net worth. And then your financial statement as well, your income statements, how much where your earning income every year, your balance sheet, and again, your personal statement net worth. You have all this information laid out, and the banks like you a heck of a lot more. You don't have to go back and get everything. You have all your taxes ready. You have your personal, if you're self-employed, you have your line 150. You have everything ready to go. And what you want to be doing is working with an accountant that's real estate based that understands that it's not good to write off 90% of all your expenses and then have a very low net line 150 net income. You're not going to be able to qualify for anything. So what you want to be doing is having high income, claim lots of expenses 3 years out in the future. So you want to be paying your taxes for the first 3 years, and then deferring all your expenses and backups. So you can buy real estate for 3 years, and then claim a bunch of expenses in the 4th year, buy real estate for 3 years and then forward all your expenses the last year. So that's how you kind of want to get in the cycle. Because what the bank does is it looks at your line 150 and it says you have a $10,000 or $20,000 net income because you've written everything off. Even though if you're making $100,000, but if you're writing everything off, the bank's not going to give you very many mortgages. They don't think you're making any money. So make sure you have a good line with 150. Properties that you own, all the details on them. CRA, make sure all your taxes are ready to go. Property in question that you're purchasing, extras to add, with all these other things you can be adding into your finance planner. So again, just pop onto that website, go through financial statement, personal net worth. Make sure you get all your ducks in a row, as we like to say. So again, just quickly review this, sign the agreement, start putting your investor presentation binder together. As you can see, begin building your database, so build out your Team 100, and look for deals to present to your list. And again, take our list, or take our deals. Again, we'll pay you $2,000, $1,500, $2,000 for any people that purchase that no money down deal and do a joint venture with us. The 80-20 rule, don't get overwhelmed. 20% of your actions are going to be producing 80% of your results. You want to take a look at your last month of activities, last year of activities, last 5 years of things that you've done in your life, and figure out what has brought you the biggest impact, biggest results, and you're also going to find out it's 20% of the things that you've done. So you want to be doing more of those 20% of things. And this business is a total 80-20 principle deal. 20% of the people on your list are going to be the most 80% of the people active on your list, and probably 2% of the people on your list are going to be buying 80% of your deals. Get paid next week. Close the deal and get paid. So this is the steps we follow and how you can help us close some deals and help yourself close some deals. Your deals close the exact same way. So you have someone that expresses an interest in the deal, so they say, hey, that Camrose deal looks pretty cool. Excuse me. That Camrose deal looks pretty cool. I want some more information on that, so they've expressed an interest. They sent in their credit application, and towards the mortgage broker, they signed a contract and returned it. Joint venture agreement's been signed. The mortgage docs provided and qualified for. They qualified for the mortgage. We present the down payment. We close on the deal. And guess what? You get your $2,000, your $1,500 BirdDog fee commission paid out right afterwards. Close. You don't get paid at close. You get paid afterwards. It's a marketing /advertising fee. So let's make some more money next week as I try to emphasize there. How do we do this? So 5 steps to get paid next week. Check with friends and family who are interested in investing and who can qualify for mortgages and joint ventures. Again, this is all for our deal. All you need is $35,000 gross income and 650 or 630 credit score, which is 80% of people have a higher credit score than 630. Anyone who's employed can qualify for the types of real estate deals we're putting together. So basically everyone that are your friends and your family and your coworkers can qualify, especially everyone who's got union jobs or like teachers, accountants, police officers, union members. These people have good, solid income, and they want to invest in real estate. They just don't have the time, and that's where your expertise comes in. You put the time in to learn how to do this stuff. You present them great deals, and you get paid all the way through. Pick your investment geographic areas. So you're going to focus in certain areas of Vancouver, the suburbs. You're going to focus in Alberta like we do. You can focus in sort of certain central parts of BC. Ontario's got some great deals. Saskatchewan's grown the most real estate appreciation value in the last 5 years. A lot of people don't know that Saskatchewan's actually been a great place to invest for the last 5 years. Put in 5 offers for the best deals. Submit your deal to the JV Club, the Foreclosures Club, and send out your landlord email saying, hey, I've got a good deal. Are you interested? Hey, I've got a good deal. Are you interested? And see how many people sign up to your list. In conclusion, take action. Get off your butt and take some action. Come with your team. Get your agent involved. Get your real estate lawyer. Set up your sales marketing. Start showing those deals. Start logging in. Putting them into your binder and showing them to people. And get off your butt and take some action. So more information, Real Estate JV Club, foreclosuresclub.com, foreclosuresclubdeals.com. If you have want to get in touch with me, Thane@ThaneLabs.com. And talk to Tyler and Devin as well, or Tyler and Eden as well. Just give them a call. They have a toll-free, I believe, 1-800 number. You can call and they'll answer all of your questions And any questions you have on today's program, if you're just watching a replay of this, just give Tyler a call, and he would happily provide, as part of your membership of Foreclosures Club, you're pretty much available 24 hours, right, Tyler? I'm just going to wrap up and go back to zip it off to Tyler to close up and see if there's any questions.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. If anyone has any questions at this point, just raise your hand, click on the hand button, and we'll be able to bring you on so you can ask Thane anything you need. So if there are any questions, now would be that time. And as for that toll-free number, I wouldn't really say we're 24 hours, but if you leave a message, we'll always get back to you. Looks like we're looking pretty low on questions so far. I guess we're pretty much good, Thane.
Hey, pretty cool. I answered everyone's questions. Nice.
Perfect. All right. Well, just to remind you guys of what that number is, it's 1-888-649-2898. Again, 1-888-649-2898. And honestly, completely feel free to contact us and use us. We're here to help you close deals. We'll tell you who our brokers are, who our lawyers are, who to use, who to stay away from. And just if you have some ideas or have a couple properties in mind, we can help you restructure the financing so that it could potentially be a low money or no money down deal, or just structure in a way that kind of suits you better and maybe brings up some ideas that you haven't thought of before. So with that said, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thane, thank you so much for your time.